Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 56, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Raiders and the Vikings, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it will be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, and the story of the Raiders season, just an incredible one in Las Vegas. The Raiders hadn't so much as won a playoff game in nearly 2 decades. You had to go all the way back to the 2002 season, but here are the Raiders, CD, in the city they once called home, trying to win it all.
And I like that. And think about their journey, their odyssey, so to speak, right? Oakland to Los Angeles, back to Oakland, now in Las Vegas. They and the Colts, the only teams currently to win a Super Bowl in 2 different cities. Now the Raiders, they have a chance to win in their 3rd city. What a story that would be.
Meanwhile, the Minnesota Vikings are back in the big game for the 5th time in franchise history. But we all know one thing has eluded them all these years.
And that's an actual Super Bowl victory, partner. They're 0-4 in their previous visits. Super Bowls 4, 8, 9, and 11. And boy, they had some great teams too, didn't they? Bud Grant was their head coach, Fran Tarkenton at quarterback, Alan Page and the Purple People Eaters on defense. They were all Hall of Famers. And don't forget Paul Krause. He's a very proud member of that great secondary they had. So we're going back more than 40 years since their last visit. You think the state of Minnesota is excited about this one? I know they are. They're ready to get this one going.
And no chance to get away as they'll get them down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Now he's forced out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Foreman, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3 yards remain for second down. Looking to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll drop this off for Davis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught by Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry for Davis. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Back to throw now on first down. Underneath to Allen. That catch good for only a couple.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Completes it to Davis. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's the end of the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. To Allen on the dump off. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
You get down near the goal line, this one after a short-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They start the drive with Cook. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Nifty move. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Foreman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that 1st drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. A gain of 4 last play. They double down here and get 8.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, it's Davis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. They'll set up to throw. That's caught out left side by Casper. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Going up top. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are on the board here in this Super Bowl. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Offense set to get this drive started. And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. in action here in the Super Bowl. Jackson now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.